Hello and welcome to Comic Book Wednesdays. Let's talk about comics. The news I'm most excited about this week is that Matt Fraction, a massive writer at Marvel, is bringing out the next installment in his own series, Casanova. Casanova follows a character, Casanova Quinn, who's a spy, thief type character. He gets pulled from his own timeline into a separate timeline, and it turns out he's dead, but he's a hero. He then gets into various types of mischief involving ninjas and giant robots and stuff. It's a kind of hard series to explain, but it is totally worth reading. Matt Fraction has worked on Thor and Iron Man and Fear itself now as well, and he's just got so much critical acclaim behind him for all the stuff he's done, and this is his own work that he's produced himself, so this is even more exciting. So that's Casanova. The new volume is returning in September. It's either in you or it's not. That phrase has been driving me crazy. Marvel released a teaser. It was a kind of typographic Iron Fist image. It was just a poster pretty much, but it didn't tell us anything other than that phrase. They then released another one quite similar with Doctor Strange and another randomly with Red She-Hulk, which was weird. So either this is introducing a line of comics or it's a new superhero team, which it's just a really strange combination to me. Another interesting thing, if you look at the pictures, there are different colours of words, and a couple of bloggers and stuff like that have been trying to work out what it's going to be. They think the different colours are going to spell out different phrases and stuff. If you're interested in that kind of puzzly thing, when the Harry Potter books were coming out, that was pretty much my childhood, trying to figure out the names of the next books before they were actually released. You can go and Google search, it's either in you or it's not, you'll probably find the images up there. And apparently the title of the series or team or whatever it's going to be is going to be released at the Fear Itself panel at Comic-Con, which I want to go to, but I'm not. It's in San Diego. Is miles away. Thankfully there'll be lots of other people at Comic-Con and everything will be hyped up and reported anyway, so I'll be able to be excited anyway, just not see anyone or get anything signed or any of the free crap. Right, we've done the news. I've moped about not going to Comic-Con, so now let's do a review. Today I'm going to talk about The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead has been published since 2003, but it's recently become really well known because of the TV series that FX are doing just now. I should say right now, as well as being a completely different experience reading the comics and watching the TV show, the plot is majorly different. I mean, I like the TV series, but there just at some points I was just sitting going, what? What? Although the actual changes in the storyline didn't impact on me, they're two totally different things to me. One's a TV show about zombies with similar characters. Two, the comic book about zombies that I read. Oh yeah, it's about zombies. And at Comic-Con last year it won an Eisner Award. Why does Comic-Con keep coming up? It's like it's taunting me. The story follows a group of people who are trying to survive after the zombie apocalypse. It's centered on Rick Grimes, a police officer who gets shot, goes into a coma a la 28 Days Later, and then when he wakes up, zombies everywhere. As always, I'm not going to spoil the plot for you because I like when people get to have that OMG moment when they're reading a comic. But the basic storyline, things just get progressively worse for them. And it just keeps going. Things get worse and worse and worse. But it's just so cool. I think for people that need a lot of action all the time in their comics, this probably isn't for you. There's a fair amount of gore, but a lot of the comic is put aside to character development and the interactions between the different characters, and I love stuff like that, so it was totally fine for me. The artwork throughout the entire series is black and white. This is obviously a specific choice that they've made, and it's not a financial choice. Nobody making a comic book today thinks, I'm not going to colour it in because it'll save us a bit of money. It just doesn't work like that. It's so easy for them to do it now that there's no reason why you wouldn't, unless you want it like that as an artist. Because there's no colour in it, you will notice the shading that the artist puts in a lot more. I don't think he's doing it to compensate. I think it is just you don't notice it as much in a coloured comic as you do in a black and white comic. And the artwork is just, like, some of it is just mind-blowing. And bits where there's deep emotion and loads of character development and you're feeling empathy towards the characters, like, it'll just come up with some stunning scenes. As I said, it's monthly and it began in 2003, so if you're wanting to catch up, you've got a bit of catching up to do. So if you're a zombie fan, The Walking Dead by Robert Kirkman is an absolute must-have. Reading it's like that moment when you came out of the cinema after seeing 28 Days Later and had a massive conversation about what you would do in that situation. you put yourself in that situation because all the characters are so natural and the artwork just is fantastic. Considering it's all black and white, it is absolutely phenomenal. That's it for this Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.